Hey, it's Emily from the Loopy Stitch, and in this tutorial we will be making the single crochet thermal stitch. For this tutorial you will need some yarn and a corresponding hook. I'm using Stylecraft Special DK and a 4.5mm hook. To begin, let's make a slip knot and insert your hook into the loop. We're now going to chain a total of 7. So 1, 2, 3. Now remember to not make these too tight because you want to work into them. 4, 5, 6, and 7. Just double check before we begin. 4, 5, 6, 7. Now we're going to work into the second stitch from the hook. So insert into the top of the stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, and yarn over, pull through 2. We're making a single crochet into each chain stitch along, so we'll have a total of 6 single crochets. I talk in US terms, and if you are using UK you will need to refer to this as a double crochet. When you're making the last single crochet into the last stitch, it can be a little bit tricky. It's because it's a slip stitch. So just double check. We should have a total of 6 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're now going to chain 1. Now we're going to insert into that front loop of the single crochet just made, and also into the bottom loop of the beginning chain stitch. Yarn over, pull up a loop, and yarn over, pull through 2. We're going to continue that along, so insert. It's the back loop the way we're kind of working, but it's the front loop of the stitch previously made, and the unworked stitch from the chains. Insert into that one and that one, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over and pull through 2. Sorry if you can hear my dog, he's sleeping next to me. So yarn over and pull through 2. Shh, Milo. And pull through 2. I try to get away from all the noise to record, but it's near impossible. So now I have the cat coming into the room. We're going to insert into the last stitch here, and for this row I'm just going to double check we've got 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or we do. We're going to do a single crochet into that last stitch there, and now we're going to do the same thing again. So insert into the front loop and into the unworked stitch below, yarn over and pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, insert into the next one and the corresponding bottom one. So this is all we do all the way along. It's pretty easy, but when we get to the end we just need to make sure that our last single crochet stitch isn't tight, and we'll show you why in a second. Making the second last one, it's like a normal single crochet. I'm going to call this like the turning single crochet. This is the one I mean. So this is the one that can get a little bit fiddly. We're going to insert into that part. So there's 2 loops we're inserting into this one. Because it's the start of it, it is a little bit tighter. So that one and the next one below, they're basically touching. Yarn over, pull up a loop, and then yarn over, pull through 2. Now we want to do that loose. So just remember the last one that you work into, make that loose. We're going to have a total of 6 plus that one turning one. We don't really count. So insert. Now as you can see, it's kind of getting a bit easier to hold, and those loops are actually almost nearly touching, so it makes it easier. So we can see that we can pinch it now. Like most pieces of crochet, when we're starting, it's quite difficult to hold because you don't have much to work with. And as they grow, it gets easier and more comfortable to hold. So insert into both loops, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. Last one, the regular one, and then we do our turning one. You'll see here, insert into both loops. Still a little bit tricky because we've just got to be really mindful to make this one nice and loose. Now we're turning, and in a second you'll see, look how easy it is when they're nice and aligned, just to insert your hook. There we go. Pinch that, insert, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. All the way along. So it's basically, aside from the beginning chain stitches and the 2 end chains that you do, it's just single crochet all the way along. Can get a little bit boring, but the end result is worth it. That one wasn't so bad because we were very mindful of not doing a tight single crochet. Okay, so let me show you. Oh, isn't this just so pretty? All right, so it is so much easier when you've got enough to hold on to. So I'm just doing the last stitch here. Nice and loose, not too tight. Into the front / back and pick up the other loop. And it just really is, it's a lot easier when you've got, makes such a difference, enough to hold on to. And basically the loops are touching now. So nice and easy. I do love how this stitch has created a really nice durable belt. I'm still undecided if I'm going to use it for the coat in the background, but we'll see. But I do think it would make great bag handles. How's this for a laugh? Of course, I had to get tangled while I was filming this tutorial. Oh dear. So I've sped it up because it took a while to undo. Okie dokie, so I'm going to show you how to end the project. It is really super simple. It's just using slip stitches. That's just the last stitch. Okay, so for option number 1, we're going to insert just like what we have been doing into both loops, yarn over, pull up a loop, and then just pull through. Slip stitch all the way along, all the way. So insert, hook, yarn over, pull up a loop, and pull through. Super simple. The 2 options here is through both loops and the other one is through all loops, and they have a very similar looking effect, but it's just personal preference which you'd like to use. So this is what this one looks like. It's quite nice and neat. Just a chain, just to close it for a second. Nice and simple. And I'll just undo this so I can show you the all loops version. So instead of just doing the 2 loops, we're going to work into both loops from the single crochets just made and into the front loop or back loop in the previous row. We should have 4 loops on the hook. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yarn over, pull up a loop and pull through. Insert all 3, yarn over, pull up a loop and pull through. Now Milo is snoring. That's just wonderful. Please just snore a little bit quieter. Almost there. Oh my goodness. Oh dear. And for this purpose I will do a modified invisible join. So grab a pair of scissors, and of course mine just fell apart. That's okay, easy fix. I like a good tail for my ends, about 10-15 centimeters, closer maybe to 20 for that one, I'm not quite sure. And just pull that loop through. It's okay, it won't come undone. We're going to thread the yarn onto the needle and then just do a little bit of a weave in. So insert into those 2 loops and then just come back down where the yarn tail came from, just like that. And then we're just going to weave in and out, in and out. We don't want to do it too tight. We're just going to manipulate it in a second. I'll show you, just so that it looks like nothing has happened. And back the other way. Like so. Manipulate, manipulate, and ta-da! Thank you so much for watching this tutorial. I hope you got to have a little play along as well, learn something new. Make sure you like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for when I do some new tutorials or videos. And happy hooking and have a great day. Bye!